Stop people pleasing and take control of your life. This is a video that I want to do to my younger self, who used to care so much about what people thought of her, and also used to get out of her way just to earn validation, just to have people approve of what she's doing. Used to be that person who will always want to make others happy except herself. And I think this is so important in whatever aspect, whatever area that you're trying to pursue, in whatever area, whether it's following the more entrepreneurship route or the more dream lifestyle, following your passions, whatever route that you take, if you are not able to take control of you, if you're not able to take care of you, if you are giving yourself over to everyone you see and not taking a piece of you, not taking care of this, then you will never follow your dreams. You will never do the things that you want to do. You will never explore. You will never get outside your comfort zone, because you're constantly looking for people's approval, people's validation that you're on the right path or you're on the wrong path. You're constantly searching for more. You're constantly searching for more answers, when in reality, the answers that you have, that you need to have, are already within you. The answers that you need, the guidance that you need, is already within you. It's completely normal. It's completely normal, because at first, when we started growing up, we needed someone to tell us how to live, how to act, how to behave. It was essential. It's part of, we're social animals. It's important to learn how society works. And we needed that. But oftentimes we attach our decisions to the external, to people validating if we're going in the right place or not. The problem with people pleasers is that you get so much into the character. You get so much into that character that you are limiting yourself by playing that character, by thinking you are a people pleaser. What do I mean by this? Oftentimes, we are not people pleasers. We are not nice people. We are not rebels. We are not lazy individuals. We are not sad individuals. We are not anxious. We're not all of those things. But sometimes we get so much into that character. We believe so much the identity that we supposedly have, that we become so loyal to that identity. And that's the case for people pleasers. That's something that I noticed. You have so many different aspects of yourself, and it's not fair to you that you limit it to one thing. That's what happened to me. I got too attached to the idea that I wanted to be a nice individual, a nice person, a nice girl. And this literally limits you, because anytime you're trying to step up for yourself, the identity comes back at you and tells you, no, you need to follow your identity. You need to stay true to your identity. And just for your identity, you literally lose yourself. You literally try to please others because that's who you think you are. But in reality, you are nothing. You are everything. Either you let go of the identity and let go of the idea that there's a certain you and limit yourself to that box, or you adopt a better identity that is going to help you move forward, that is going to help you become the person that you want to be, because that's what an identity is. It can also help you, but it can also F you up. Last week, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I was in a theaters class. Why? Because ever since I was young, I wanted to do that. Like, I was like, that's my little secret. I always wanted to either dance, sing, or perform anything. I'm not following that path. I have other goals for right now. But on last week on my theaters class, there was this guy who, he's very, very shy. Like, that's how he presents himself. That's the identity that he has of himself. He literally talks like this, walks like he literally looks like this, talks very low. He's always like, yeah, I don't know. So he presents himself as a very, and not to judge him or anything, he presents himself as a very insecure individual. And basically that's how he is all the time. He's always looking down. That's how he shows up for himself. And I thought that's how he was, and he is. But hear me out. Literally, one of our assignments was to do a monologue. So we had to, like, basically get into the character, right? And when it was his turn to do the monologue, his character was a confident, super like dominant individual. That person, that man, literally from who he thinks he is, he went like that. He got into the character. And he was like, hey, this is my kingdom. Get out of here. you could feel his confidence. You could literally feel his confidence. And he didn't stop talking. Like, he continued to play for like 3 minutes with confidence, with a better posture, with a better voice, with a different way of presenting himself. Even like the way he showed up, I was like, damn, he looks so damn confident. And then guess what? Once the little monologue practice was over, he went back to this. And then the teacher asked him, oh, how do you feel? He was like, I think I gotta improve more. There's definitely things that I gotta work on, but I'm still doing it. He literally went from that confident person to that. I was like, this is the same guy. This is the same confident guy versus the person that he plays, the identity that he identifies with. And that's what happens with us. We are not this little box. We limit ourselves when we put an identity. We limit ourselves when we think, oh, I gotta be nice all the time. Oh, I gotta be a good person all the time. Like, what does that mean? Because everyone has a different perspective of what a good person is, a kind person is. It's like everyone has that. And no matter how you show up, to the eyes of others, you're gonna show up completely different. To the eyes of others, you might show up as someone who is fake, who's been fake. And actually, yeah, that's true. If you are so stuck in trying to please others, so stuck in trying to be nice all the time, and you want others to like you all the time and everyone to like you, that's super fake. Having courage is basically showing up as the person that you gotta show up as. This requires a lot of effort because oftentimes it's easier to become a chameleon, to become like everyone else, to try to fit in, because we're gonna get people are gonna make fun of us, people are gonna think we're weird, you know? But it takes so much courage, and you also become the light for others. Because when you are tapped into your authenticity, and authenticity comes with a lot of things, but when you are tapped into your authenticity, you're able to connect with others better. You're able to help others out. When you're able to tap into your authenticity, you are able to connect with something higher. You're able to connect to something bigger. Even you're able to connect to a bigger purpose. You're able to connect with more intention. Once you get too much into your own world, you become so selfish. If you care about what people think, if you want to please everyone, if you want everyone to like you, if you are trying to, if you want people to approve of you, you gotta be able to understand that that's super, super selfish. It's me, 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 me. I want the attention of me, you know? And we get so consumed with us. We get so consumed with ourselves. But that's not authentic. That's not true. Because a true being, a true confidence does not need that outside, does not need that external validation, does not need people to look at her, to people to admire her, to people to know how valuable she is, because she knows that. And I know that's super cliche, but she knows that. She knows that there is magic with her when she stops being so selfish and starts connecting with her authentic self. And authentic self is not selfish. It's the most pure thing that you can give to the world, that you can give to yourself. Because in your authenticity, you discover your magic, you discover your gifts, you discover the wisdom of truth. When you are here, when you're not hoping people come and bring you that thing, when you're able to just get it from yourself, get it from your wisdom, from your internal wisdom that all of us have. When you're able to tap into this and be like, okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? What path can I go? What path should I follow? And if it's not the right path, you're going to learn. Every single experience is going to get you closer to a better you. But in order to be in line, in order to be here, you gotta let go of that. You gotta let go of your identity. Stop attaching yourself to an identity all the time. Stop thinking that identity defines you all the time, 24/7. No, you are that, but you're also more. But at the same time, you're nothing. You're not that. It's complicated, I know. You gotta understand that sometimes is that. You sometimes are nice. You sometimes are friendly. You sometimes times are courageous. You sometimes are this. Like, and at the same time, you can be whatever you want in this moment now. You know, if you choose, hey, no, I'm willing to trust myself. I'm willing to just make the decisions for myself. I'm willing to give that energy back to me because I know that I'm going to find the answer. I know that the answers are within me. You gotta stop thinking that the world owes you something. You gotta stop wanting the world to give you, friends to give you approval, people telling you what's right and wrong. You gotta stop waiting for that outside, because you will never find that. You will only, if you focus too much on outside, if you focus too much on the external, you will always find a distraction. If you focus too much on the external, you disconnect from the internal. You disconnect from the voice of wisdom that you have. You gotta trust yourself that no matter where you are, no matter where you're going to figure it out, because it's you. Because that's what you're made of. Because it's you. Like, you are going to make it. But if you don't have that belief in yourself, then start working on that. Start working on believing more in yourself, believing more in who you are, believing more in your potential. And how do you do that? Well, by practicing. Because you can get the knowledge. You can literally be like, yeah, you know what, like, damn, that's good information, I'm gonna try it. No, but you gotta practice trusting yourself. Put yourself out there. And if people judge you, if people think you're going on the wrong path, if people are not super confident with the steps that you're taking, then just know that that's a reflection of their perspectives, their beliefs, their identity, what they identify as successful, what they identify as someone who is courageous. That's their identity. At the end of the day, you gotta be aware of what are you identifying with. Who are you identifying with? If is that person serving you? Is that person helping you become better? And this applies not only to people pleasers, but this applies to any limiting identity that you have. Whether you think you're lazy, whether you think you are you're not capable, that's the limiting identity that you have. And you gotta be able to see it as how it is, a limiting belief. But in reality, you gotta be able to know that everything is possible. But you gotta get the answers from within. It's important to get the answers from within. I want us to be in our deathbed proud, to be like, hey, you know what, I know me. That's such a beautiful thing. I heard this quote that it's not about learning basically who we are, it's about remembering who we are. And that is super, super deep if you really, really listen to it. I don't know, I was thinking of this idea of putting myself out there, of like trying different like dares or something. I know it's super, super silly, but I want to like put the lessons into actions. So I'm thinking of this idea of like doing like mini dares, recording them and just posting it here, just to like get out of my comfort zone, you know? We'll see. I'll let you know. But yeah, other than that, come back to you. Hug that crazy chaos of yours and know that it's important to understand this. It's important to take care of you. And it's important to guide you. Be able to trust yourself. Okay? Have a beautiful, beautiful day. I'll see you next time.